Oh, just going to tackle into a red stag. Going to skin this, and I will be putting up a video soon of a carcass being broke down. A lot of people looking for me to put up a video of a carcass being broke down for the freezer. But once I'm set up for it, I will do so. So we're going to tackle this red stag. It's obvious, number one, I need a bigger frame. So I had to put a white table underneath it to keep it clean. And even at that, I'll have to saw off the neck that's touched the ground. But we'll tackle into them anyway. So. As I say, it's similar to all deer are similar, and they're skinned fairly much the same. This deer will be made into burgers and sausages. I have a load of people looking for sausages, so as it's Christmas time, they'll be getting venison burgers. And he's in quite good condition. And he's put on a lot of condition since the rut. But he was a stag I don't think would have had much success during the rut because of his size. It's hard to believe, but this is quite a small stag for the area in which he was taken out from. With the bigger animals, there'll be a lot more knife work. So as you can see, I'm tilting the blade out and just not touching the flesh, or touching the flesh as little as I possibly can. As I say, a lot more knife work involved in these bigger animals, as you can see. On the smaller deer, I wouldn't be using a knife up around here at all. But with animals of this size, you just have to. I don't know how we're going to fare at the end of it, pulling as he's touching the white board. I should have more height, but at the end of the day, you make do with what you have and do the best you can. And as I say, anything that I feel is contaminated or got dirty, I'll just trim off and that. So we'll do our best with the equipment we have, and we'll work from there. As I say, even handling such large animals is a task in itself. Oh, we'll clear the legs. Both sides. Bit of blood has travelled on the shoulder there, I see. he was hard shot and he dropped on the spot, so I'm hoping for very little blood splash, but we won't know that till we get as if to say the skin off. Again, just holding the knife, kind of like that. And letting the knife do as much as we can, just peeling back. Being very careful not to cut that tendon. If we cut that tendon, we'll have an animal on the ground and will make for quite difficult skinning then. So we'll just times like this you'd wish you had a hide puller, especially on those bigger animals. But I can guarantee you we will get the skin off. Very important that this flank stays on when we start to pull the hide. But as I said, pulling the hide on a red stag it's not a simple task by no means. But as I say, we will get this skin off, which takes time and a lot more knife work. As he's been in the chill since he was shot yesterday morning, I'm going to put him into the chill after being cleaned out for a further few days to mature. I don't want to leave this in its hide too much longer. Reason being, it just makes him more difficult to skin. So that's why I said I'd take the hide off him now while he's, I won't say fresh, but he's just a little easier skin. As I say, a heist with a hide puller would be ideal, but not a lot of people have access to this. I have access to it, but I chose to do it just like for bone butchery, because most people wouldn't have. And if anyone is ever lucky enough to shoot a red stag and they want to use the meat, this is why I'm going to post this video. Very careful now at this point, keep that intact, and we'll just sever off the tail. We'll go a little below the tail before I attempt to pull. I'm keeping the hide under constant pressure as I cut, so the cut then makes the meat fall away. Now we'll have a go at the first pull. Yeah, going okay, as you can see. We'll give the second pull. A little bit there. So as I say, just to get that at this time of year, especially if they're lean. There's no fat between him and the flesh. So we'll continue to pull down, see how it goes. Back over the other side. It's coming. As I said, it would be an advantage if I had more height, but unfortunately I'm making do with what I have. And we're well past the halfway mark now. Now, this is where having them higher would have been a big advantage. As I say, a bit of height, more height would have been a great help on this. Bit of trimming. Anything I don't want there or don't like to look of, it's easy to take it away. Remaining chisel. And that you won't split those handy with the knife. Now, continue down the back. As I say, I have all the shoulder cleared. Try to keep everything on the board. A little bit more trimming on that side, and I should be able to pull it above the neck. I knew from the start this wasn't going to be a 5-minute video. But as I said, at the same time, we will get the skin off them. I think the easiest thing for me to do now would be split the hide there from the inside up, exposing the neck, I go from the inside to just reduce the amount of hairs that'll be falling onto the meat. Makes easier. As I say, the neck on this one will be, most of it will be trimmed away anyway. Nearly ready for pulling. As I say, if I had him at a height, I would do it no problem. But unfortunately, slight. Oh. Very little holding it. There it is. Push the carcass back on the board. And now, push that back. Done. Now, as I said, height would have been an advantage there, but I made do with what I had. So, the rest of it consists of just tidying up our carcass and trimming off around the fillets. Before it goes into the chill for further chilling. I'll also open up the chest bone, but that'll take a saw and I'll split there. And there we, and any blood splash we can easily just remove. Now he's ready to go into the chill, and I can trim off those bits there as well. As I say, it wasn't the ideal position to have the deer. I would have liked more height, but I made do with what I had onto a whiteboard, keeping everything as clean as I possibly could. That's ready for chilling now. Okay, thanks.